All right, let's dive in. Today, we're off to Cyprus. I'm so excited to help you plan this trip. From what I'm seeing in your notes, you want more than just the typical beach vacation,
Oh,
right?
exactly.
You're looking for adventure and culture and history.
Yeah, the real Cyprus.
The real Cyprus. Okay, awesome. Well, Cyprus Adventures is the perfect guide for that.
It really is. It shows how surprisingly diverse this island is.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that Cyprus is actually the third largest island in the Mediterranean?
Oh, wow. No, I did not know that. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I was also reading in the intro about how Cyprus has been this, strategically important location throughout history just based on where it's situated in the Mediterranean.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So it's not just beautiful scenery, but it's
Yeah.
got all these layers of stories to
Yeah,
uncover.
layers and layers.
Yeah. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's get a lay of the land.
Okay, so geographically, Cyprus has this really dramatic contrast. You've got the Troodos Mountains in the south, and Mount Olympus is kind of the star of the show there, the highest peak,
Wow.
almost 2,000 meters high.
Oh, wow.
And then all around that, you've got the iconic, the beautiful Mediterranean coastline.
So we've got mountains and beaches. We've got a good mix.
The best of both worlds. And what's amazing is that Cyprus has this great balance of sunshine and mild weather.
Year round.
Yeah, pretty much hot, dry summers, obviously, for beach lovers.
Yeah.
But then you have mild, wet winters, which are great if you prefer a quieter kind of escape.
Okay.
So no matter when you're going, the climate is on your side.
That is ideal. All right. Now, you mentioned the Troodos Mountains, and I know from your notes you're up for adventure.
I am.
So tell me what jumped out at you in Chapter 2?
Chapter 2, oh my gosh. The Troodos Mountains are like an adventurer's paradise,
Really?
especially for hikers.
Oh, nice.
There's truly a trail for every level. So like if you're a beginner, just starting out, the Kalivia Trail is really nice, the gentle climb, and it leads to this beautiful old monastery.
Oh, wow.
It's nestled right into the mountains. So you can just imagine those views, the serenity.
That sounds like a perfect, peaceful morning hike.
It really is.
Yeah. But what if I'm looking for something a little more, I don't know, with a little more wow factor?
A little more wow factor.
I don't
Okay,
want
well,
silly.
for that, the Millimaris Waterfalls Trail is a must-do.
Okay.
It's moderately challenging.
Yep.
But here's the kicker. You can actually swim in the waterfall pools.
What? No.
Oh, yes. So a refreshing dip after your hike.
Sign me up. I love that.
It's beautiful.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, but what if I'm feeling a little more hardcore?
Hardcore.
Yeah, what's the ultimate challenge in the Troodos?
Oh, ultimate challenge. You got to do the Troodos Peak Trail.
Okay.
That takes you to the very summit of Mount Olympus, the highest point on the whole island. Yeah, panoramic views that go on forever. And then, for the more experienced hiker, there's the Artemis Trail, which is known for its challenging terrain.
So something for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm picturing myself standing on that peak, feeling like I'm on top of the world.
I love that.
But the adventure doesn't stop there, right? You mentioned biking routes, too.
Oh, the biking. Yes, some incredible routes that kind of weave through these stunning mountain vistas.
Oh, wow.
And they even lead to these hidden villages tucked away in the mountains. So you can cycle through these charming lanes, experience local life.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So we've got the mountains covered, but we can't talk about Cyprus without mentioning, the beaches.
Of course, the beaches.
Right. I'm sure you got some hidden gems up your sleeve.
I do. While there are plenty of famous spots, Cyprus is also full of these secret coves and pristine shores. Are you looking for relaxation? Water sports, lively atmosphere. Tell me what kind of beach experience you're envisioning, and I will point you in the right direction.
Okay, let's start with pure relaxation. Just a peaceful escape where I can unwind and soak up the beauty.
Okay, peaceful escape. For that, you have to go to Pizzuri Bay
Okay.
on the south coast. It is picture-perfect, dramatic white cliffs against the turquoise water.
That's what I'm talking about.
You can just imagine yourself lounging on the soft sand, listening to the waves.
Yeah, that's the dream.
It's paradise.
It really is. But what if I want something a little more off the beaten path, a beach that feels truly undiscovered?
Undiscovered. Okay, then Lara Beach is calling your name.
Lara Beach.
This secluded stretch of sand is known for its natural beauty and tranquility, and here's something special. Lara Beach is actually a nesting ground for endangered sea turtles.
Oh, wow.
So if you're lucky, you might even witness these magnificent creatures coming ashore to lay their eggs.
That would be unforgettable.
It would be.
All right, okay. Switching gears, What if I'm feeling adventurous and I want to try some water sports?
So adventurous water sports. Okay, head to Coral Bay.
Coral Bay.
This is like the vibrant hub on the West Coast, and it offers everything: diving, snorkeling, jet skiing, windsurfing.
Oh, wow.
Crystal clear waters, teeming with marine life. It's a paradise for underwater exploration.
That sounds amazing. Okay, but what if I want a beach with a bit more buzz?
A little more buzz.
Yeah, like a place to mingle with other travelers, soak up the energy, you know.
I gotcha. Nisi Beach, or Aya Napa Beach.
Okay.
They're both in the east, and they're known for that lively atmosphere. Beach bars, water sports galore. Picture this, you're sipping a cocktail as the sun sets over the Med.
I like where this is going.
Music and laughter all around.
That sounds like the perfect end to a day of adventure.
It does, doesn't it?
It really does. But Chapter 3, there was something else that caught my eye. They hinted at things to do on the coast that aren't just lounging on the beach.
Right.
Tell me more.
So one thing that really stood out to me was exploring the coastline by boat.
Oh, nice.
You can hop on a traditional fishing boat or a sleek catamaran and discover hidden coves, secluded beaches you can only reach by water.
Wow.
Or, if you want something more active, rent a kayak. Paddle along the coast at your own pace. Soak up the sun, enjoy that freedom.
Those are great suggestions. I'm loving it. It seems like there's a perfect beach experience in Cyprus for everyone.
There really is.
But now I'm curious, what lies beneath those turquoise waters?
Oh, that's a great question. That takes us to our next chapter, the underwater world of Cyprus. And get ready to be amazed, because the beauty goes way beyond the shores. Chapter 4 of Cyprus Adventures takes us into this underwater realm, and it really is captivating. Have you ever explored a shipwreck?
I haven't. It's definitely on my bucket list.
Okay.
And from what I've heard, Cyprus has something pretty spectacular.
You're absolutely right. The Zenobia wreck, it is a must-see for any diving enthusiast.
Okay.
Picture this. A massive Swedish ferry, fully laden with cargo, sank off the coast of Larnaca in 1980.
Wow.
And now it rests on the seabed, creating this incredible artificial reef teeming with marine life.
That is incredible. Divers must feel like they're stepping into an underwater museum.
They do, they do.
What's it like down there?
Divers describe it as this eerie but exhilarating experience. You can swim through the ship's corridors, you can peek into cabins, you can even see the trucks that went down with it.
Uh-huh.
It's like this snapshot frozen in time, and the marine life has just taken over. You've got schools of fish, colorful sponges, even octopus calling the wreck home.
Okay, the Zenobia sounds like a must-dive. But what if I'm not quite ready for shipwreck exploration?
Right.
Are there other dive sites for those of us who prefer something, I don't know, a little more serene?
Absolutely, yeah. Larnaca itself offers a variety of dive sites, each with its own kind of unique charm.
Okay.
You've got the Cave, which is this fascinating underwater cavern. You can just marvel at the play of light and shadow.
Ooh.
And then there's the Reef, which is a vibrant coral garden bursting with life. You can spot colorful fish, other marine creatures.
Oh, nice.
And then for those who enjoy a bit of a thrill, the Wall offers a dramatic drop-off where you can encounter larger fish, maybe even a shy moray eel.
So much variety.
Isn't there?
It seems like Cyprus has something for every type of diver.
Yeah.
But let's resurface for a moment. Explore what awaits us on land, particularly those nature reserves,
Okay.
highlighted in Chapter 5,
Mhm.
for the eco-conscious traveler.
Yes, yes. Cyprus's natural beauty isn't limited to its coastline. So inland, you'll find these stunning reserves that really showcase the island's diverse flora and fauna.
Oh, nice.
The Akamas Peninsula, it's this wild and rugged expanse on the west coast. It is a must-visit for nature lovers.
Okay, yeah.
Here's a fun fact. It's actually named after Akamas, the son of Theseus,
Oh, wow.
a hero from Greek mythology. Legend has it that he fled to Cyprus after the Trojan War, and the peninsula became his sanctuary.
I love that connection to mythology. Adds another layer of intrigue to the exploration.
It does.
What are some of the highlights of the Akamas Peninsula?
Well, one spot you can't miss is Aphrodite's Baths.
Okay.
It's this natural grotto nestled among lush greenery, and it's said to be where the goddess of love and beauty bathed.
Oh, wow.
It's a truly magical place, steeped in legend, surrounded by stunning scenery. You can take a dip in the cool, crystal clear waters and imagine Aphrodite herself emerging from the grotto.
I love it.
It's beautiful.
But I'm also envisioning myself exploring those rugged landscapes,
Mm.
taking in those breathtaking views.
I know, right? Well, for that, you have to do the Avacus Gorge.
Okay.
Imagine this dramatic chasm carved into the limestone cliffs with towering walls that enclose this hidden world of lush vegetation and trickling streams.
Wow.
It's a hiker's paradise. It's a trail that leads you right through this natural wonder. And then for those seeking that tranquility, that feeling of being lost in nature, the Blue Lagoon. It's a hidden gem. Secluded bay, turquoise water, so clear you can see the sandy bottom. It's the perfect spot for swimming, snorkeling, just soaking up that serenity.
Okay, the Ekamos Peninsula is high on my list now.
It's beautiful.
But what about other nature escapes in Cyprus?
Another area that stands out is Cape Greco National Forest Park on the southeastern tip of the island.
Okay.
You've got these dramatic cliffs that plunge into the azure waters of the Med. Just breathtaking beauty.
I can picture it.
And what's really fascinating is the network of sea caves.
Sea caves?
Yes, they've been carved into the coastline over centuries of erosion.
Wow.
Imagine exploring these caves by boat or by kayak.
Oh, wow.
You paddle through narrow passages, you enter these cavernous chambers where sunlight filters through these openings in the ceiling. It's otherworldly.
That sounds like an adventure straight out of a movie.
It is.
Are there any particular caves that stand out?
Well, one of the most famous is the Love Bridge.
Wow.
It's a natural rock arch that extends over the sea. And legend says if lovers kiss under the bridge, their love will last forever.
Oh, how charming.
It's a popular spot for photos, romantic walks at sunset.
I bet. But beyond these coastal wonders, what does Cyprus offer for those who prefer inland nature experiences?
Okay, so Cyprus Adventures highlights a couple of gems that are worth exploring.
Okay.
The Salt Lake, for example. It's a haven for bird watchers.
Oh, nice.
So vast, shimmering expanse of salt flats, and you can spot flamingos, other migratory birds, particularly in spring and autumn.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It's really unique. And then, if you want to immerse yourself in the heart of the island's nature, you have to check out the Troodos National Forest Park.
Okay.
Imagine dense forests of pine and cedar trees, cool mountain air, and trails that lead to hidden waterfalls, panoramic viewpoints. Perfect place for hiking, camping, escaping the everyday hustle and bustle.
It seems like Cyprus offers a nature experience for every taste,
It does.
from rugged coastal landscapes to tranquil inland retreats.
Yeah.
But I'm also eager to delve into the island's rich history and culture. Those layers of stories you mentioned earlier. Where do we even begin?
Well, chapters 6 and 7 of Cyprus Adventures are dedicated to this very aspect, and trust me, you won't be disappointed.
All right, I'm ready.
Cyprus has been a crossroads of civilizations for centuries, leaving behind an incredible legacy of ancient ruins, historic landmarks, and just charming traditions.
I'm already picturing myself exploring those ancient ruins, stepping back in time. I've always been fascinated by castles.
Oh, castles.
Does Cyprus have any that are particularly noteworthy?
Oh, absolutely. Cyprus is dotted with castles, each one with its own unique story. Colossi Castle, for example.
Okay.
It's this medieval masterpiece with a fascinating connection to the Knights Templar.
Wow.
So you can imagine standing within its imposing walls, transporting yourself back to the era of Crusades and Knights.
That's amazing. And what about castles with a more, dramatic history?
A little dramatic, okay. Well, Othello Castle in Famagusta might pique your interest.
Othello Castle.
Yeah, it's said to be the very castle that inspired Shakespeare's famous play Othello.
Oh, wow.
A tale of love, jealousy, and betrayal. You can stand on the ramparts, gaze out over the Med, and just feel that weight of history and drama in the air.
I can practically hear the clash of swords and whispers of secrets.
Right.
But beyond these grand castles, what other historical treasures await discovery?
Okay, so you can't talk about the history of Cyprus without mentioning Kurion.
Kurion.
It's an ancient city kingdom that dates back to the Roman period.
Wow.
And you can walk among the ruins of this once thriving city. You can marvel at the remarkably well-preserved Roman theater. The tiered seating still intact after all these centuries. You can almost hear the echoes of the performances that took place there.
Wow. It seems like Cyprus is an open-air museum of history.
It really is.
But I'm also keen to experience the more authentic, traditional side of the island.
Of course.
Tell me, what are these villages like?
Cyprus's villages offer a glimpse into the heart of the island's culture and traditions.
Okay.
Imagine strolling through narrow, cobblestone streets lined with whitewashed houses. They're adorned with vibrant bougainvillea. The air is filled with the scent of jasmine and freshly baked bread.
I'm already picturing myself getting lost in those charming lanes, discovering hidden treasures around every corner.
Yes.
Are there any particular villages that stand out in terms of their crafts or traditions?
So Lefkara is a must-visit for anyone interested in traditional crafts.
Ankara, okay.
It's renowned for its exquisite lace making.
Oh, lace.
Yes, a tradition passed down through generations. So you can watch skilled artisans create these intricate patterns with needle and thread, their nimble fingers weaving magic. And you can even purchase some of these handmade treasures as souvenirs.
A piece of Lefkar lace would be a beautiful reminder of my trip to Cyprus.
It would.
But I'm also envisioning myself relaxing in a charming village square,
I know, right?
maybe sipping some local wine and savoring the flavors of Cypriot cuisine.
Oh, yes.
Tell me, what culinary delights await me?
Cypriot cuisine is a feast for the senses. It's this delightful blend of Mediterranean flavors. It has influences from Greece, Turkey, the Middle East. Imagine yourself seated at a rustic taverna, the aroma of grilled meats and fresh herbs filling the air. And one thing you absolutely have to try is meze.
Mezzi, okay.
Where?
I've heard of it, but I'm not quite sure what it entails. Can you elaborate?
So meze is more than just a meal, it's an experience. It's a series of small, flavorful dishes that are meant to be shared and savored slowly.
Oh.
Imagine a table laden with an array of colorful, aromatic dishes.
Wow.
Each one a tantalizing taste of Cyprus, and you'll find everything from grilled halloumi cheese, which is a Cypriot specialty. It has this delightfully salty and squeaky texture,
Okay.
to dolmades, which are vine leaves stuffed with a flavorful mixture of rice, herbs, and sometimes minced meat.
My mouth is already watering. What other mez delights should I look out for?
So you might encounter succulent grilled meats, fresh seafood like grilled octopus, calamari, an assortment of dips like tzatziki made with yogurt, cucumber, and garlic.
Oh.
And tara masalata, creamy dip made with fish roe. And of course, there's a whole world of Cypriot bread to accompany all these flavors.
Wow. It sounds like mez is a true celebration of Cypriot cuisine.
It is.
But what about those hearty, traditional main courses?
So one dish that really stands out is kleftiko. It's a slow-cooked lamb dish that really captures the essence of Cypriot culinary heritage.
Okay.
Imagine tender, succulent lamb marinated with aromatic herbs and spices, and then it's slowly cooked in a sealed clay oven, resulting in meat that just falls off the bone and melts in your mouth.
Okay. Kleftiko's officially on my must-try list.
Good choice.
What about the wine? You can't forget about the wine.
Of course not. Cyprus has this long, fascinating history of winemaking that dates back to ancient times. In fact, legend has it that the island was once known as Vine Island because of its abundance of vineyards.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Cyprus had such a deep-rooted wine culture. Tell me, what kind of wine should I look out for?
Okay, so the indigenous grape varieties are particularly interesting.
Okay.
Commandaria, it's a sweet dessert wine. It's considered to be one of the oldest named wines in the world.
Oh, wow.
And it has this rich, complex flavor profile, notes of honey, dried fruits, spices.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
What about dry wines? Are there any that stand out?
For dry wines, okay, well, Zinisteri is a white grape variety.
Okay.
Produces these crisp, refreshing wines with citrus and floral aromas.
Nice.
Perfect for a warm day, paired with some fresh seafood or a light salad.
Love that.
And for red wine lovers, Maratheftico is a must-try.
Maratheftico.
This indigenous grape produces robust, full-bodied wines with notes of dark fruit, spice, and these kind of earthy undertones.
So much variety.
Oh.
It seems like Cyprus offers a wine for every palate.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears for a moment. Talk about those thrill-seeking experiences.
All right.
From your notes, it seems like you're the type who enjoys pushing the limits, right?
You know me, I do love a good adrenaline rush. And Chapter 8 of Cyprus Adventures is dedicated to those activities that will get your heart racing.
Okay, let's hear it.
So are we talking really adventurous here or just a touch of thrill?
Let's start with the most extreme thing you found. Lay it on me.
Okay, hold on tight, because canyoning in Cyprus is not for the faint of heart.
Okay.
Imagine a rappelling down waterfalls, navigating through narrow canyons, jumping into crystal clear pools.
Wow, that sounds exhilarating and terrifying. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that level of intensity.
Yeah.
What about something that's still adventurous, but maybe a bit more accessible for a first-timer?
More accessible. Okay. Paragliding is an incredible option.
Okay.
Imagine soaring above the coastline, feeling the wind in your hair, taking in those breathtaking panoramic views.
Oh, wow.
And you can choose to tandem paraglide with an experienced pilot. So even if you've never done it before, you can enjoy that thrill of flight.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I can already picture myself gliding over those turquoise waters, feeling like a bird. But I'm also drawn to the idea of water sports,
Of course.
something that combines, like, adventure with the beauty of the sea.
Right. Well, Cyprus is a haven for water sport enthusiasts with plenty of options for those